Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of r/Entitled Parents. In today's episode, my mother lied and ruined my entire childhood. My mom tried to get me to move into my grandpa's one-bedroom home with him. My aunt called me slow for liking stickers. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe so you will never miss a video. So let's get started. My mother lied and ruined my entire childhood. My mother was angry with my dad because he didn't want me to stay with her when she was drinking and doing drugs and generally being unstable. So she lied to CPS and said that he was molesting me. They did an investigation in mine and my dad's county and concluded it wasn't true. But she had manipulated CPS in her county and they believed her, so they told her to have me visit her and they took me while I was there. They refused to listen to my dad and CPS in his county, who said they hadn't found any evidence and that they weren't allowed to take me as I didn't live in that county, but they refused to listen and placed me in a foster home that abused me for years. She ruined my entire childhood just because she wanted to beat him and be better. She never cared about me, she just didn't want him to be happy and didn't mind me getting hurt in the crossfire. Edit. My mother died 4 years ago. I haven't had any contact with my dad for many years. I just got all my documents from CPS and requested the documents from CPS in that other county as well. Turns out she lied. I've always thought I was molested, but never really felt anything towards it. It wasn't something that affected me. Now I know that's because it never happened. I made contact with my father and heard his side of the story, and all the holes in the story make sense now. I'm pissed that I was robbed of a normal childhood. My dad is super sweet and said that he tried to fight it for years and became really broken. While I grew up believing no one wanted me or loved me. We've decided to keep in contact and try to move forward. The only time in my entire life that I was physically beaten by an adult was while I was in foster care. My mother was loving but mentally ill and not a suitable guardian, and my father had no idea where we were since mom absconded with us kids and fled across the country, where we ended up in foster care. It took my dad 2 years and every dime he had being spent on private investigators to find us and bring us home. This happened in the 1970s. Foster care providers and CPS need a hell of a lot more oversight. My mother kidnapped us and took us halfway across the country to get away from my dad, who she called abusive. But she was the one who tried to kill him on more than one occasion, and nearly killed us all another time. It took my dad about that long to find us, too. We never got taken away from our mother, but we should have been. Again, this was the 70s. Nowadays she would have ended up in jail. Sigh. CPS is an organization with absolutely zero oversight. While there are cases of abuse that need to be addressed, there are many cases just like this one where people lie and call in a tip as revenge and ruin people's lives. They can do whatever they want to families and nobody can refuse them. Police do whatever they say, no questions asked. Judges take their word over any evidence to the contrary. Just hope and pray that you don't piss off the wrong person who wants to make up a story and report you, because nobody will believe you. I worked for CPS. I walked into every home with the assumption that the parents wanted and loved their kids, they just needed some help so they could do it right. My assumption was only wrong a handful of times. I'm sorry your mother is the way she is. Don't let that make you who you are. Thanks for weighing in from the CPS point of view. How does CPS from different counties reconcile this sort of thing? Or does it really mean that the parents escalate to family court? While there are cases I think CPS should have done better, I think it is difficult for people outside the home to make decisions that impact the lives of children. Sister's husband has a child with another woman. She called CPS all the time on them, claiming my sister was abusing her and all this stuff. Sister was always stressed out over the CPS visits because she works in a field where she needs a clean record as well as losing shared custody. CPS, ruining lives they don't have to, doing nothing for those who actually need help. Source: first-hand experience. What a vile thing your mother did. I'm sorry she put you through this hell. I hope you cut her out of your life for good. I am sorry for your loss of a stable home. We know what's that's like. Hard, painful, and insurmountable. I want you to know as humans we can adapt and become better if we want to. I hope you find peace and know you are loved, even if it's not obvious. Abuse and control shouldn't hold you back from a better and happier life. We love you and I will send my most positive energy to help you in the healing so many of us have to overcome. My mom tried to get me to move into my grandpa's one-bedroom home with him. My parents tried to get me to move into my grandpa's one-bedroom home with him. Let me start by saying I'm married and have 3 animals, but at the time I had 4. My grandpa, mother's dad, is in the last stages of life, to say the least. He's been up and down on his hemoglobin, multiple bleeds, and he has been in a rehab facility twice in the span of a year. Both my husband and I were CNAs at one point in our lives. My mother asked me if we could move into the living room of my grandpa's home. It has no door. My living room is the size of his home, and I simply wouldn't have anywhere to put anything. I told her no. My husband already shows minimal affection around my family out of respect, that would kill our intimate life. Also, my cat would definitely cause him to fall more than he already does. She lives in a 4-bedroom home. At the time none of her kids lived there, so she had 2 offices and a music room, and the master which her and my dad shared. I told her she had plenty of space to house my grandpa. She didn't want to have to renovate the bathroom tub so he could get into it. After giving her a strong no, she went on a rant about how she would have to sell the home she was born in to put him in a home. And 2 or 3 months later, Grandpa is doing fine and she acts like she never asked me to uproot my life. LOL. Edit, I believe that my mom asked all of us, but I was the last person and still said no. I also go and see him a few times a week to make sure his house is clean, his dishes are done etc, so I am already taking care of him. Good for you to say no. She can hire someone in the future if he needs help. ID remember this when she's even older, and lecturing you how kids should take care of their elderly parents. Agree with this one. Opie's mother has shown her that she is unwilling to sacrifice or make adjustments for her own father, but is most certainly willing to request her child, Ren, inconvenience themselves and likely risk their marriage to take care of him. OP may wish to let her mother know to find whatever place she wants to be moved to when she can no longer live by herself at home. Sounds like your mom just wants her sacrifices to fall on other people, straight face. As petty as this sounds, make sure you remember this when she starts needing round-the-clock care. Tell her you know exactly how she wants to be treated, based on she was about treated her own father, and that is exactly what she will get from you. Make sure you record her reaction when she realizes exactly what you mean. Not to mention she yells at Grandpa and uses the whole "if you loved me you'd do this." To me, Grandpa is a grown man and he's ready to go. Mom is trying to make him prolong his life when he's ready to go. Nothing wrong with helping out or asking, but like WTF? Why ask you to sacrifice everything while she gives up nothing? How do PPL envision these scenarios going? To be fair, it sounds like your mom's problem, not yours. Isn't it great when someone tells you about the sacrifice you have to make for someone else on their behalf? I've got an in-law like that. Did you point out to her how much cheaper it would be to renovate the bathtub than to put him in a home? What a drama queen, your mom. My aunt called me slow for liking stickers. You've probably seen in on Pinterest already, but people like to decorate their phone cases. I think it's adorable and want to try it out. I've looked for specific stickers online, but my phone switched the language on that site due to my current location. I asked my aunt if she could translate a few things for me. She noticed the stickers. I'm 24, by the way. Some context first, I'm on vacation with her and my cousin. We visited our family's village a week ago, and there I introduced her to my father's cousin. She's intellectually disabled, but a really sweet woman. So the next thing she said was, "Are you sure you're not the slow one?" She laughed and told my mother, on the phone, that it was a joke. My mother knows me well enough to know that I hate jokes like these and asked my aunt if I took it well. Yes, she is laughing too, I wasn't. Then she kept going on and on about how it's childish to put stickers on anything. Her daughter is intellectually disabled, but she's in deep denial, so I thought it was odd for her to make fun of me. I wish I could decorate my case, but I don't have a lot of spending money. I'd go with Snoopy and Woodstock from the Peanuts comic strip. I'm in my upper 50s, BTW. I used to buy sticky back paper and print on it, then cut out, peel and stick. You are in no way in the wrong. A great phrase to remember, and one that I tend to live by. Growing old is mandatory, but growing up is optional. I am 40 this year and I am still declining that option. Has the woman not heard of the current planner industry? 'Cause that is full of adults who have more stickers than the average person, lol. Mine is by the brand The Happy Planner, and at the moment I've got at least 50 sticker books, each is 30 pages, over 1,000 stickers per book approx, and 4 of them are the mega sticker books, with 100 pages each. Stickers are very much for adults. What sticker books are you using? I've been looking for some solution as I've recently started using stickers in my planner and journal. Hi Sticker Sister, I just got the Happy Planner Groovy sticker book in the mail. My preference is the larger stickers. I color using coloring pencils and adult coloring books. Stickers are in the same realm. Forget her. Be you and enjoy it. Know that you're some old biddy that has no fun. A friend told me once, as long as the activity isn't hurting anyone or keeping you from doing something you should be doing, paraphrase, there is no problem with it. I am 60 years old granny and I have stickers everywhere. Ask your aunt, is she stuck on something? Because I remember time when stickers were kids stuff. Then came really cool stickers and now they are for everyone. Not everyone can. Opie, you did nothing wrong. There's no command programmed into us that automatically makes us dislike stickers once we are 24xd. Do as you please, and of course give your aunt her due attention, that is, none, greater than over equal to less than over equal to. My laptop is covered in stickers. I add stickers and washi tape to my daily planner. My camping cup is covered in stickers of places I visit. I'm a 55-year-old woman with an MBA who works in finance. Working remote really let me up my cute sticker game. Your aunt needs to get laryngitis. If you made it to the end of the video, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and we will see you in the next video.